Kumanovo, also known by other alternative names, is a city in the Republic of Macedonia and is the seat of Kumanovo Municipality, which is the largest municipality in the country. Municipal institutions include a city council, mayor and other administrative bodies. Etymology: the name of the city in Macedonian, Serbian and Bulgarian is Kumanovo. In Albanian, it is Kumanovo or Kumano. Kumanovo derives from the name of the Cumans, a western branch of Kipchaks, the tribe that invaded the area in the early 12th century. Geography: Kumanovo is situated in the northeastern part of the Macedonia, near the capital city of Skopje. The coordinates of the city are approximately 42 degrees 05 N and 21 degrees 40 E. Kumanovo lies 340 meters above sea level and is surrounded by the Karadag part of Skopje Gora mountain on its western side, Great Ostanska mountain on its southern side, Amangarvika and German mountain on the eastern side. Kumanovo has a temperate climate. Skopje Airport also serves Kumanovo. Neighborhoods: Goce Dulkev, Perisico, Karpos, Sokolarina, Igor Trikovic, Vera Kotorka, Bednya, Jane Sandansky, Sredore. States: Oktomvriska Revolucija, Gors Petrov, Treta Makedonska, Sudana Brigada, Goce Dulkev, Narodna Revolucija, Nikola Tesla, Leninova, 11 Oktomvri, Mosa Pijade, Ivo Lola Reba, SRB Otomovic, Tod Mendel, Kara Orman and Perisico. Old neighborhoods: Velishka Malo is an old neighborhood of Kumanovo. The name comes from the merchants from the town of Viels who passed through the neighborhood to sell the products by the rivers Vardar and Pisihinya, and the Konjaranya villages Studna, Bara and Krasta. The main street, which today is named Narodna Revolucija, was the shortest way to the center of the city. Also, Varos Malo, Indek Malo, Muhammad Begovo Malo, Autobuna Malo, Bedomsko Malo, Karapsko Malo, Novo Malo, Lipkovsko Malo, Taki Malo, Tata Malo and Muanzisko Malo, Sokolarina Malo. Old streets: Opankarsko Sokachi, Nagoratsky Sokak, Proevsky Sokak, Veleski Sokak, Romanovsky Sokak, Ukmat Sokak and Vranjsko Dazad. Military installations: military base Boromenkov is one of the military installation of ARM in Kumanovo. The base was established by JNA. Mbiristizhin Todorovsky Karposh is the second base in Kumanovo. It was also established by the JNA and was inherited by the ARM. Today part of the installation is converted into a university and another part was inherited by the Ministry of Interior. There was an idea of turning the base into an economic industrial zone. In Kumanovo's Lesov-Kherson area there is also a military warehouse base that operates today. History: prehistory. The area boasts several prehistoric settlements, among which are the Kostopaska Karpa, the Bronze Age Gradius near the village of Pelance, the Neolithic site of Mardo Nagorakin, the Iron Age tumulus Groblia et Vojnik, the Roman necropolis Dresga of Lopate, and the Roman settlement Vishnus at village of Klekovska. Middle Ages. The first written mentioning of the individual modern villages of the Kumanovo region originate in the 14th century. These are, for the most part, found in Serbian charters of King Stefan Milutin, Emperor Stefan Dušan, Sevastokrator Dejan, Jevdokia Dejanovic, and Dejan's sons, Jovan and Constantine. In this time, the Kumanovo region received its geographical location and certain settlement picture. According to a charter of the monastery of Arhilivica dated 1355, Sevastokrator Dejan held a large province east of Skopje Gora. It included the old Zupa of Zeglajovo and Prisevo. Ottoman period. The town was first mentioned in 17th century. Evliya Çelebi described it in 1660–61. The colony of Kumanovo is situated on the territory of the Skopje Sanjak and represents one county. The city is embellished with many rivers and 600 tile roofs houses. The mosque in the downtown is beautiful. There are tekke, madrasa, hammam, a number of shops and water mills, and the climate is pleasant and agreeable. There are many vineyards and gardens. In 1689, Karposh, a brigand commander in the region of Dospat, who served as an Ottoman Christian auxiliary force commander, took advantage of the weakening of the Ottomans and discontent that arose concerning higher Ottoman taxation policies, and organized a revolt while Austria staged an attack on the Ottomans. Karposh's rebellion quickly spread, resulting in the liberation of Kratovo, Kriva Palanka, Kumanovo, Kakenik and other towns. Then, together with the Austrian army led by Emperor Leopold I, the local Christian population fought to liberate Skopje and Stip. Later changes in the military and political situation in the Balkans had crucial downwards effect on the revolt. The Austrian army was forced to withdraw and the reinforced Ottomans attacked the rebels, taking Kriva Palanka, the rebel stronghold, and then attacked Kumanovo and its newly constructed fortress, where they captured Karposh and put him to death on the stone bridge across the Vardar. Kumanovo became an urban settlement and administrative center of the region at the end of the 16th century and the beginning of the 17th century. Following the turbulent events, the city experienced a period of stagnation, and by the end of 18th century Kumanovo epitomized an Ottoman provincial town. The Kumanovo uprising, led by Serb district chiefs of Kumanovo and surrounding districts, was active from January 20th to May 20th, 1878. The chiefs swore oath in the local church and appealed to Prince Milan IV of Serbia to aid the uprising, and they pledged their devotion and loyalty and union with Serbia. The rebels were finally defeated by Brigadier General Hafez Pasha. The Skopje Revolutionary District of the Internal Macedonian Revolutionary Organization decided in 1894 that it would organize a committee in Kumanovo, which was later established in the house of Jordan Jovskov. Notable IMRO activists from Kumanovo include Jordan Ivanov, Jordan Jovskov, Metodij Stojanov, Zathare Gorev and Mihail Sumanov. First Balkan War. In October 1912, during the First Balkan War, Serbian forces under the command of General Radomir Putnik won a decisive victory over the Ottomans north of the town. The two-day Battle of Kumanovo ended Ottoman authority in Vardar, Macedonia and prepared the way for the region's integration into Yugoslavia. Macedonia was split in three among Serbia, Greece and Bulgaria after the Treaty of Bucharest in 1913. World War II. The anti-fascist insurrection of Macedonians and the struggle for national and social liberation began in Kumanovo and Prilep on October 11, 1941. On the 11th of October 1941, in Kumanovo and Prilep started the anti-fascist struggle of the Macedonian people. The struggle ended with victory and formation of the Macedonian Federative State in the Yugoslav Federation. One of the famous partisans from Kumanovo was Rishtijan Todorovsky Karposh, shown on the picture. After 1945, Kumanovo experienced fast economic, administrative and cultural development. Modern history. It developed economically in the late 19th century. Still, industrial development occurred only at the end of the Second World War. The rapid economic, administrative and cultural expansion of Kumanovo began in 1945. Today, it is a modern city with approximately 100,000 inhabitants. It was also the site of the June 9, 1999 agreement signed between FR Yugoslav generals and the NATO generals about bringing in a NATO peacekeeping contingent in Kosovo called the Kosovo Force or KFOR. 2001 Albanian insurgency and intercommunity relations. The Albanian insurgency in Macedonia first started in the mountains outskirts of Tetovo and then spread in May 2001 to the region of Kumanovo, mostly to the north. The armed conflict in Kumanovo mainly resulted in a division of the educational system along ethnical lines. All the Albanian language students left the schools and demanded new schools to be opened. Following this process, there is a visible separation in the town affecting the intercommunity relations. The law on local self-government, Article 44, envisages the establishment of the Commission for Intercommunity Relations. CICR is a consultative body in the Council of the Municipality of Kumanovo and is formed by 12 representatives of the Macedonian, Albanian, Roma, Serbian, Turkish and Vlach ethnic groups. CICR aims to develop and improve relations between the ethnic communities and to ensure active participation of minorities in decision-making on issues that have ethnic nature and are found in the agenda of the Council of the Municipality of Kumanovo. Other organizations active in bridging the community divide include the Center for Intercultural Dialogue, Roma Community Center DROM, the local Red Cross and others. One of the most effective systems for supporting the intercommunity divide is through the Youth Centers Multicult team managed by SID Kumanovo. These centers offer space for youngsters to meet, and apart from learning about each other, they also get youth work support. 2015 clashes. During a police raid on the 9th of May 2015, a shootout erupted between Macedonian police forces and an armed group. 8 Macedonian policemen and 14 armed men were killed, while 37 officers were wounded and hospitalized. The attack ended on the 10th of May 2015 in an operation by the police and armed forces. 30 men were arrested and charged with terrorism by Macedonian authorities. Economy. The town's metal processing, tobacco, agriculture, footwear and textile industries have made it an economic, trading and cultural center of approximately 135,529 people. Agriculture and trade developed mainly in the 19th century, but the city's modern look was established after the Second World War. In 2013, Macedonian government published companies with highest revenue. 4 companies from Kumanovo are on this list. On 72nd place is KVLITET from DOOEL with 24.643.312 euros. 130th place is DETOIL with 14.912.153 euros. On 142nd place is EKSDRA Main DOOEL with 13.231.496 euros, and 151st place is 11 OKTOMVRIAD with 12.878.225 euros revenue. The most profitable company in that same year was PROSDORDO with 1.458.75985 euros profit before taxes. Infrastructure. Railway. A railway connection exists between Skopje with Serbia via Kumanovo. In 2013, rehabilitation of railway section between Kumanovo and village Beljakovska will start, which is part of Railway Corridor 8 that will connect Macedonia and Bulgaria. Roads. A 40 km highway exists between Skopje and Kumanovo, going near Kumanovo in the north and crossing the border with Serbia. On the the section Kumanovo-Milodanovsky there is a pay-tool. Section of the Pan-European Corridor X was put into use in 2010 connecting Kumanovo to the border crossing Tabanovska. The 7.6 km highway was built for 4 years and at a cost of €15.5 million. Another important road goes from Kumanovo to Kriva Palanka and then to the border with Bulgaria. Air travel. Skopje Alexander the Great Airport is 20 kilometers south of Kumanovo. The E75 motorway is accessible from Kumanovo. Sofia Airport is 190 kilometers from the city and Thessaloniki International Airport is 240 kilometers. Near Kumanovo is Adzitipla Airport which is without a paved runway. Culture, monuments and landmarks. Kumanovo has several monuments dating back to the prehistoric period. The most important ones are Great East, an archaeological place of interest that is situated near the village of Pelence and dates from the Bronze Age. Near the village of Mardo Nagorican is another interesting site dating from the period of Neolith. Near the village of Lopate is the Drezga place that represents a Roman necropolis. One of the most important sites located near the Kumanovo is the 4,000-year-old megalithic astronomical observatory of Kokino, located 30 kilometers northeast of Kumanovo and discovered in 2001. It is ranked 4th on the list of old observatories by NASA. Sculpture of Batko Gorgia located in the center of the city. Monument 4 Poles also located in the center of the city on the main square. Memorial Ossuary House Museum of Ryszijn Todorovsky Karpos. The oldest and biggest church in the town is the St. Nicholas. There are icons from the 13th century in the church. The church represents a masterwork of Andrei Damjanov, an important Macedonian Renaissance architect. Church Holy Trinity built in 1902. Church of St. George. Church of St. Petka in the village of Mardo Nagorican. The Karpino Monastery. The Ascension of Holy Mother in the village of Machecheski Mosque built in 1751. Monument Zebranjak Kumanovska Banya in the village of Proevche and Sports Hall Sokolarina. Other landmarks are Statue of Woman Fighter, buildings, Zanetsky Dom and Kasatsky Krug and ASNOM Memorial Center in the village Pelence. Cultural organizations. The oldest folklore assemble in the Macedonia, KUD, Panspesif, is placed in Kumanovo. This year the Assemble is celebrating 80 years of existence. It has represented Kumanovo and Macedonia on many international folklore festivals in Serbia, Montenegro, Bulgaria, Turkey, Croatia, Romania, Hungary, Poland, France, etc. The president is Mr. Miroslav Kristevsky. Kumanovo has a library, Tane Georgievsky Library, Cultural Center Trajko Prokopiev Museum and Theater. Several painting colonies and exhibitions take place every year in Kumanovo or in nearby villages. Kumanovo is distinguished by its jazz festival which features bands from all over the world. In 2002 the Macedonian bands Fulton and Dragan Dortovsky Quartet, as well as bands from Croatia, Hungary, Netherlands, Slovenia, Serbia and Montenegro participated in the festival, and in 2005 bands from as far as the Netherlands and Norway participated. Every year Kumanovo has a Days of Comedy festival, sponsored by the Macedonian Ministry of Culture, featuring comedies from several Macedonian theaters and also from neighboring Serbia and Bulgaria. Kumanovo Municipality was organizing the manifestation City of Culture 2006. Demographics. Historical. The following is a table of historical visits to Kumanovo, along with the number of houses recorded by the visitor. Table below showing historic demographic development according to Yugoslav and Macedonian census data. Present day, the population of the city of Kumanovo according to the 2002 census numbers 77,561, the majority of which are ethnic Macedonians 62.4%, with a significant minority of ethnic Albanians 23.7% and ethnic Serbs 7.4%. The most common mother tongues in the city were the following. The religious composition of the city was the following: Eastern Orthodox Christians 46,766, Muslims 22,483, others 1,593 people. In 2009, marking the 490 years of the first mentioning of the name Kumanovo and 65 years of the liberation of Kumanovo, the municipality of Kumanovo organized a cultural and artistic program in which they honored the 5 impressive people from Kumanovo in the 20th century. Vasil Iljoski, writer, dramatist and professor; Trajko Prokopiev, composer; Vladimir Antonov, architect; Rystijan Todorovsky, Karpos, partisan; Saltar Putinsky, mayor; Sport FK Milano Kumanovo, FK Kumanovo and now dissolved FK Bashkimi are the main football teams from the city. A new club, FK Bashkimi, was formed in 2011. Milano plays its games at Milano Arena. Macedonian national football team played friendly match with Egypt in Kumanovo on the 29th of September 1998. The game took place at Gradsky Stadium, Kumanovo, and the scorers for Macedonian team were Zaharievsky Sardian and Sanovsky Dzevdut. The match ended 2-2. RK Kumanovo is the handball club that currently competes in the Macedonian Handball Super League. They won the first ever Macedonian Handball Cup back in 1992-93. Media, telecommunication operators, TV stations, radio stations, newspapers, gallery, diplomatic missions, Romania Honorary Consulate, international relations. Twin towns, sister cities. Kumanovo is twinned with the following cities and municipalities: